Forward first, please. Out front, out front. Look out back. All right, calm down. Everybody hold. Everybody hold. Everybody hold. Can we look out front, please? Look out front, please. Look out front, please. All right. All right, all right, all right.
We're going to see about it.
Has been hurt. And it's the other right hook hurt Marinas. Marinas got
Like getting hit. Oh!
down it goes.
Because of back and then bam, counter. See
Frank Martin with a 20.
It's the other right hook hurt Marinas. Marinas down.
And that punch was the power punch that did it.
When do you think you could be ready? You know, for the big name guy, Valenzuela, earlier in the night. He's 22. Every round. Now he starts to pour it on. Kais
to get to us. See, I think
and by Duna
because of
long way. And now he's a sitting duck. He tries to survive like judiciously, trying to go in shots and he puts him down. Very shaky legs. It's over.
That's it.
It's this Gervonta Davis's hardest fight. Listen, man, let me tell you something. It might just be, but if you're new here, please like and subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. If you know, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. We're at 1,500 almost subscribers. Let's try to make it to 2,000. That's my goal. I think we can make it happen there. Thank you for everybody for really just standing behind me a little bit there and making things pick up a little bit. It's really exciting times right now for me on this channel. Other thing on here is, if I'm an artist, so if you'd like to support me, I'm doing some art drops right now. I got just one new shirt. I got some old shirts on the store, but this one right here is brand new. It's on the link description down below in TeePublic. If you have an account, go ahead and do that, get that. If you don't have an account, you can actually sign up, get 30% off your first order there with them. So that's kind of like a tip bucket for me, since I can't super chat, I can't do none of that stuff yet. So you know, just something, you know, there if you would like to support me. Now, let's get back to this. Is this Gervonta Tank Davis's hardest fight? Now, you saw there in the first clip, in the final face-off, Frank flinched, and everybody's making a big deal about it. That's literally Frank's job, is to flinch, dodge punches, right? Like, you want to hit me? Oh, shit. He's lucky that, you know, Frank's initial reaction is to flinch and not to counter and hit him and ruin the bag, right? Because that could happen. He's like, you know, he might have been dialed in and all of a sudden, bap, you know what I mean? If he does that again at the weigh-in, when even closer to the fight, that might be kind of catastrophic. So they got to chill out on that. I mean, I've seen that happen in the past. I haven't seen it recently, but it can happen when people are wired up like that. So, you know, hopefully everything stays cool, calm, and collected. But again, a question at hand, is this Tank's hardest fight? Yes. Not that they haven't fought yet, so I can't say we know for sure it is his hardest fight. On paper, it's going to be his hardest fight because this guy's dead in his prime. He's a straight knockout artist when he wants to be. He's fast. He has good combination. His straight is really straight, like it's really good, and he knows how to just go through the target, as you can see in those knockouts, right? But what is the difference between those knockouts and Tank? Those guys ain't Tank, right? So that's number one. Number two. To beat Tank, I think the main thing that I don't see Frank doing, and I think he needs it to beat Tank, Frank does, is, well, it's two things. And one, he doesn't have for sure. He doesn't have the brawl, you know, tuck in your head like Pitbull does. Go in, and I don't give a damn. I'm gonna take 4 or 5 to give you one, and I'm gonna try to make it a brawl. Also, Tank, Pitbull had the advantage of Tank having a hurt hand, so that's, you know, that's what was giving him a side of edge in that fight, right? I still think Tank edged him out, but it was close because of that style, peekaboo, and the hurt hand. Okay, now, what does Frank need to do? Well, Frank needs to be first, number one. He needs to catch. He has to find a way to catch Tank coming in, right? The thing is, because Tank likes to come in. Tank likes to give angles, but he does this, right? When he comes in, he likes to do this, right? And catch his opponents. He likes to go forward and spring this way. What's going to happen? Well, Frank likes to counterpunch, but I think one is that Tank is too short. So that counter might be hard to catch. The one thing I don't see Frank doing that I think he's going to need to beat Tank Davis is to fight backward, right? So when Tank is jumping in like this, with a swing, and he's good defensively, so he's gonna do this. Frank needs to go backwards and fight and move this way. I don't see Frank doing that. I have never seen Frank do that effectively in any fight. I don't know if they're working on something like that. I don't know if I'm even correct, but that's what I see. Can Frank learn that in this training camp? Sure, if he applies himself. Is that what they're even thinking? I don't know. They might be waiting to just kind of out punch, out counter Tank, and maybe outpoint him, maybe not engage, just kind of like pity pat, move, hold him, move, spin him around. That might be the strategy, right? The thing is, Tank is dangerous when he's on the inside, when he's coming in, jumping in. He's dangerous because he's fast. He can get low. He can do all these things. Frank is gonna have to move back and kind of fight him and spin him around. I've never seen Frank do that. Now, Frank can pop. Yes, those guys are not on Tank's league. I've never seen Tank hurt, but I've never seen him take a punch from a puncher, like straight out. And if you remember the last clip that came out, he was nervous about Ryan Garcia catching him. So I think he knows what being buzzed feels like, and he was nervous that he was going to get hit that way because he don't want to feel that again. I think he knows what that feels like, right? But we never seen him like wobble Bambi up in the ring, so that'll be interesting to see. There's a chance that Tank gets hurt in this fight. There's a chance because Frank is fast enough, and if he can catch an opening, he could catch him off balance, hurt him, maybe even make him wobble, at worst make him fall. That's a long shot for me, right? I think all the things that we think Tank can do are going to come to fruition. I think the greatness that he has, that I think that it's there for greatness, will show themselves on Saturday. And I think that we're going to see a great Tank. It's not without reason that Frank tips over the apple cart, spoils everything. He has that shot. It's better than most in the past. I tell you that much. It's better than most. I mean, on paper, it's better than most. That's why I say there's still a chance. I just think that Tank has been up here too long, has too many skill sets, too much power, and just too much bravado to let Frank take it from him. Even if Frank were to buzz him, hurt him, or even drop him, I don't even think. We saw Inoue get dropped and come back and destroy the man, right? I think that can happen here. Even if we get shocked and he shocks the world, Frank, by dropping Tank, I think Tank gets up. I don't think Tank stops him. I think he buzzes him. I think then goes into survival mode, goes into retreat mode. He starts going backward, but not fighting effectively, more to survive. And I think that's how, at the end, it's going to play out by the unanimous decision. I think Tank wins. There's a chance that Tank does knock him out because it's Tank, right? And I think there's a big chance, there's a good chance that if it goes hurts Tank, possibly. And there's a chance to upset the apple cart. I don't know that that's going to happen, but that's what makes this fight intriguing. I picked Tank to win by unanimous decision after Hurts goes and Ghost goes on the retreat in the latter half of the fight. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? You think Ghost has a chance? Does it not have a chance? Does Tank knock him out? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.